girls, it's Friday, and I need to take a shower.
Grams!
Okay, so I took a shower, and I'm ready to continue where we left off in the story. This is my niece Julia, and she's gonna be helping me today. If you need a recap, here's what happened.
There once was a unicorn named Frankfurt. He traveled across the land, and he found a gang of other unicorns. And for his initiation, he had to drink all of the Blue Lagoon, and then he was drunk!
While he's drunk, he thinks that he lost his horn because he's a unicorn, and unicorns have horns. So he goes on this wild adventure to find his lost horn. So he's on a hill. I'm going to say that he's on a hill. He trots down this hill, and he trips on none other than a turtle. And he asks this turtle, "Hello, turtle. Have you seen my horn?" And the turtle is like, "I don't know what you're talking about, but we are playing a pretty cool game of ice hockey over here, so why don't you come play ice hockey with us turtles?"
But this unicorn, he's just like, "I cannot play ice hockey with you. I have to find my horn." And so the turtle is like, "All right, dude, whatever, okay." So the drunk unicorn is, he continues on his way. He's walking down this hill, and he's starting to feel a little not so good. He ends up kind of like stumbling down this hill, and when he gets to the bottom, he sees some bushes and some trees. It's kind of nice out there, and all of a sudden, bleh, he throws up. He starts throwing up this blue lagoon, except for the thing is, when unicorns vomit, they vomit rainbows. So he has rainbow everywhere, like he's just covered in rainbow. It's on the bushes, it's just everywhere. And as soon as he's done vomiting rainbows, along comes
a zombie fairy. So the zombie fairy says, "Whoa, dude, you just puked all over my house." And the unicorn says, "I lost my horn, can't you see that?" And the zombie fairy says, "No, of course I can't see that. I don't have any eyeballs because those hunters over there came over like 20 minutes ago and gouged my eyeballs out." And the unicorn says, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even notice. I was just so preoccupied. So I'm just gonna go continue looking for my horn, I guess. I'm sorry, I puked all over your house." And then the zombie fairy says, "You puked all over my house. Are you gonna help me clean this up?" And the unicorn says, "I will help you clean it up as soon as I find my horn. Do you know where it could be?" And the zombie fairy goes, "Well, those hunters that just took my eyeballs, well, they could have taken your horn." They decide to go get their turtle friends who are still playing hockey. The turtles and the unicorn and the fairy start going back, and they're sneaking up on these hunters. And the unicorn and the fairy go up to the hunters, and they say, "Hey, excuse me, I'm looking for my horn." And then the hunters say, "Oh, this horn," and they hold it up, and they're like, "Ha ha ha, got your horn." The unicorn distracts the hunters enough and leads them back to the bushes, and they're chasing them around where the rainbow puke bushes are. And the hunters, without noticing, trip over all of the turtles and fall into the bushes covered in rainbow puke.
So that's where we're at. After this happens, the humans are morphed into like these really ugly piñatas. And before, it had only been theorized, but never proven, that humans and rainbow puke create a chemical reaction that turns them into piñatas. And mind you, there has been a candy famine in the land for 5,000 years. And all of the kids in the village, and they go crazy. They go coconuts. Because they've been very, very deprived for like 1,000 years. No candy. 5,000 years. 5,000 years. So they run to the piñata people. They don't even wait in line from shortest to tallest. They don't wait to be blindfolded or to be spun around 10 times. And they punch their tiny little fists through the piñata people, and they like pull out their guts, which are now just, Reese's Pieces and glitter, and they eat to their little heart's content. And then Slim, the head honcho of the hunters, suddenly, he gets away. He's starting to run away, and the unicorn is like, not in this house. So he creates a lasso of Nerd's rope, and he gets a hold of Slim, and he starts pulling him towards him. But then Slim starts chewing through the Nerd's rope, and in a brief moment of absolute brilliance, Frankfurt the unicorn creates a junk food torpedo out of Mentos, soda pop, and Pop Rocks, and then he says,
Say hello to my little friend.
and then he launches the torpedo off at Slim, and then Slim says,
Curse you, Frankfurt the unicorn!
and then the torpedo hits him, and he explodes into millions of tiny pieces of bite-sized candy and glitter.
And glitter!
And then the horn and the eyeballs are thrown in the air, and Frankfurt catches them just before they hit the ground and become tainted forever. And Frankfurt screws his horn back in, and the fairy pops her eyeballs back in their sockets. And then they put on matching pairs of aviator glasses, and they walk off into the sunset while Sweet Victory is playing in the background. The end. So yeah, Julia helped me with the story. She came up with the idea for the piñata people. So she's basically a genius.
Have good Thanksgiving and eat a lot.
Hey Sarah, I'll see you on Monday.